I'll be showing you how to change the screen in the HP Envy dv7-7259nr notebook computer. Make sure your power is disconnected and your battery is removed. Then you want to make sure you have something sharp like a knife so you can pry loose the grill at the base of the screen. There are two Phillips head screws on each side of the screen underneath this grill cover. What I do is I just peel back just where the screw is. I don't want to go through the hassle of pulling off the entire grill cover and possibly messing it up more than I have to. It's important to take your time. It takes about 20 minutes to change the screen in this laptop. So take your time. Don't rush. You want to find an opening. Grip the inside of the plastic and sort of just pry it open with your fingers. You'll hear it snapping the whole way around the screen. There's also some adhesive tape inside that you may have a little bit of trouble with. Just keep prying on it gently and you'll hear it release. So here I am. I'm just taking my time, making sure that all the little snaps are coming loose. You want to make sure you take your time because I'm sure you're a lot like me. You don't want to purchase a new bezel for around the screen. You don't want to purchase a new grill cover for the speaker. You don't want to spend any more money on this laptop than you absolutely have to. This laptop is about 3 weeks old, and already it's got a broken screen. It is a little bit flimsy on this laptop lid. So take your time. Really, really, really take your time. Because you want it to go back together and you want it to look, nice. Just like it was when it was new. You really want this thing to look good. So take your time, get your snaps out. It's not a race. You may have noticed that the video is running at 2 times speed, so it may look like I'm doing this really fast, but just remember that this video is going in high speed here for illustration purpose. Now you get a flathead screwdriver, and this is where you want to pick up on the hinge cover. That'll help you get this thing out. Pry up a little bit. Now remember not to stick the screwdriver too deep because there is the power wires for the screen as well as the webcam running through the hinge. So don't put that screwdriver too deep. Just want to go in there as far as you have to with it and get it in. Now here's a little bit tricky of a part. There's snaps on the bottom of the case too. Just want to go in there and get those out. And I take my old gift card and I stick it right there. That keeps the snaps from going back into place while I'm trying to work this piece off. And as you can see, there's one little snap that I didn't get, and I'm trying to fight with it right now. That's why you really want to take your time to get that snap out the whole way around. Now, there's 4 screws holding your screen in. 2 on each side. Once you get those screws out, you want to be very careful, because of course the screen will be loose. And the wiring for your webcam is taped to the screen. So just move the screen forward just a little bit so you can put your fingers back there, loosen that tape, and pull that wire off. Then you find your wiring for the screen. It's taped on there. So you have to pry the tape up. Be very careful not to damage this wire. You don't want to have to buy another one. There is a little bar that you have to lift, and then the connector comes right off. And of course, the screen is free. On my keyboard so I don't scratch it up when I put the new screen on. And I go to reconnect the connector for the screen. So I go ahead and make sure I slide it all the way in, and then I push down the little locking bar and snap the snaps on both sides. Put the old piece of tape back, and I put a new piece of tape back. Now this wiring had adhesive on the bottom of it that was sticking it to the old screen. When I pulled it off, it lost a lot of its stick. So I just put some Scotch tape on there. That'll hold it real good. I go ahead and connect my webcam after I put my screen in. And there you have it. Just push it up in there. And the screen is in. Get my 4 screws. Line up the holes. It can be a little bit tricky, so make sure you're working in an area where you don't lose your screws. Power up your computer. Open your webcam app. You want to make sure that everything's working before you go ahead and put that bezel back on. You remember how long it took you to get it off. So now that you verify that everything's working, go ahead and snap your bezel on. And you just squeeze it the whole way around, hearing it snap. Taking your time. Now when you get to the bottom, before you put it on, you want to make sure that your wiring is all there and okay. You get to this part, you want to feel around, make sure that wiring ain't hanging out the bottom. You squeeze it all together. And I just go and get my knife again. Get those Phillips head screws that go back in the corners. Screw them in. I just push the cover back down with my thumb, and you can hardly tell that I even was back there. It comes out looking pretty nice. Just like new. Put my battery back in. Turn it on. You are done. Everything's running good. Everything's looking good. And you got yourself a new screen. Thanks for watching.